And we are live. Just a quick one, really. Just a quick solo stream. Nothing too serious. You know how it goes. Yeah, just a quick one. Probably be like an hour, maybe a little bit over. Not too long though. Was pretty bored, so yeah, I thought I'd fire one up. Why not? Why not? Yo, big up to ABC Def in the building. Hopefully you're doing well, son. Hopefully you're doing well. Keeping well during this lockdown. Not getting yourself in too much trouble. And staying healthy, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Big up to Tone. What's going on, man? How you doing? Again, hopefully you're keeping well. Okay. Yeah, just a quick one, really. Probably an hour, something like that. You know, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm good, ABC Def. I'm pretty good. Had my birthday the other day on Tuesday. Couldn't really do much, obviously, but yeah, that was okay. Went out this weekend. May have broken the lockdown. Had a barbecue. Had a few beers. That was okay as well, man. So yeah, I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. Like I say, working from home, you know how it is. Still got to get those pounds in, man. But yeah, doing okay. Doing okay. As okay as everybody else is, I guess. Kind of thing. Got to say, Dale, you should start making MMA prediction videos as well. A lot of MMA fights coming soon. I could do MMA predictions, but I don't really know enough about the sport, if I'm being honest. Like, I got lucky with Gaethje Ferguson. I was saying to Johnny Boy a few weeks ago that I really fancied Gaethje's chances in that fight. That was more luck than judgment, to be honest. That was more luck than judgment. But yeah, I enjoyed the MMA card this weekend, the UFC. I thought it was really good. Really enjoyed it. Some good fights, some good knockouts. Yeah, just a good card from top to bottom, really. Really enjoyed it. I might actually give UFC more of a chance after watching that, to be honest. I've always liked UFC when I've watched it, but I've never really got invested, kind of thing. Because I'm into boxing, and it's really hard to follow both sports. You know, we all have limited time, and it's hard to follow both sports, but I do enjoy MMA when I watch it. I don't hate MMA at all. I mean, you know, I enjoyed that card this weekend, to be honest. I really did. I think mainly as well, it was because, you know, we've not had any sport for a long time, so that helped as well. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Yeah, ABC Def. A lot of people were saying Rozenstruik would give Ngannou a hard fight because he's a good striker. I think he was a K1 fighter at one point. Yeah, Ngannou blew him away, man. Knocked him out cold. That was a brutal knockout. That left hook. Jesus. That Ngannou is a serious hombre, man. He can punch. Yo, new boxing fan, big up to you, sir. Dale, craziest minds in boxing. 3 craziest minds in boxing all time or currently. I think we've got to throw in Ricardo Mayorga. He's definitely worth a shout. The chain-smoking Nicaraguan. Ricardo Mayorga. Edwin Valero. You know, that guy was fucking schizo. Carlos Monzon was a pretty wild dude as well. There's been some crazy fighters out there, man, back in, like, through all eras. But yeah, Ricardo Mayorga, he's my favourite crazy guy, no doubt about it. I like a bit of Ricardo Mayorga. Crazy dude, man. He'd let himself get hit. Like against Trinidad, he was like getting hit with left hooks and he was fucking dancing. Hands down. It's crazy, man. Yeah, big up to Boxing the Building. Hopefully you're doing well. Ngannou versus Dillian Whyte in a street fight. I'm taking Ngannou to knock out Dillian cold, I'll be honest. Ngannou's a big old boy. He can fucking punch as well. He's a big dude. Watching all the cards is good to get into it since you learn about lesser known fighters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I liked the look of that Calvin Kattar guy on the undercard who he knocked out Jeremy Stevens. That kid looked quite good. He could box a bit as well. for like MMA standards, he could box. So he looked pretty good. What's your music to walk out? That's a very good question. I've always thought about this, and it kind of changes from day to day. Jimi Hendrix Watchtower, that would be certainly one I would consider. Walkout tunes, man, Jesus. Tupac Staring Through My Rear View. Sorry, my throat's dodgy. Yeah, I've had a few. There's a few out there that I would definitely consider. But maybe Jimi Hendrix all along the Watchtower, maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Ngannou, I think Ngannou would knock out Dillian White in a street fight, to be honest. Oh, sorry, you meant like knowledgeable people. Damn, that's a hard one, man. That's a hard one. If you're looking at YouTubers, guys like Boxing Librarian, Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News, they know their shit, man. Like historically, they know a lot of stuff. They really do. Like a crazy amount of knowledge. Yeah, Mayorga was crazy. ABC Deaf. That dude was fucking schizo. Oh yeah, George Groves had a great walkout tune, Box, Spitfire. Yep. Very good entrance song. His entrance against Kyle Froch, the first fight when he was getting booed coming in, that was a very good entrance. And at the end of the fight, he got cheered going out. Yeah, George Groves had a great entrance, no doubt. Jerry, he says, Ricardo talked a lot of crap, but he always got his ass beat when he stepped up. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya, he smashed him up. Shane Mosley knocked him out twice. Tito Trinidad knocked him out. Yeah, he did get knocked out a fair bit when he stepped up. But, you know, he beat Vernon Forrest. That was a good win. That was a good win. Ricardo Mayorga, yeah, he was a good fighter. He was a good fighter, but never lived for life. Let's just say that. Chain smoking before his fights, like lighting one up after a fight. When he was getting interviewed by Larry Merchant and he fucking just smoked up. That was crazy, man. Crazy times. You couldn't get away with that now, unfortunately. Yeah, big up to Stephen Lawler. Big up to Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News. Unrivaled said his walkout tune is Houdini by KSI. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he beat up Vernon Forrest. Yeah. And funny thing is, Vernon Forrest beat Mosley. Mayorga beat Vernon Forrest and Mosley beat Mayorga. So that goes to show triangle theories don't fucking work. Yo, Johnny, I'll give you a wrench, man. I didn't fucking realise you didn't have one, man. Let me get on that, brother. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, my internet is so slow today. It's like fucking molasses. So slow. Yeah, big up to Bay Area. Hopefully you're doing well. Houdini's a banger. Get out of here, Unrivaled, man. Get out of here. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Mosley lost to Forrest. Yeah, twice, yeah. And he got beat convincingly in both fights, man. He got schooled, well, not schooled, but he kind of got beat up against Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest, you know, he just had his number, to be honest. He just had his number. One of those things, man. It's one of those things. Yeah, is that even the real Johnny Boy? That's a good question. Okay, I'll have a look in a second. Yeah, somebody in the chat, is that the real Johnny Boy? I didn't even have 1 second, bro. I didn't even have to do this shit, man. 1 second. Yeah, Mosley got fucked in that first fight, Johnny Boy. Oh, man. Yeah, big up to L Dog in the chat. There you go, Johnny. That should be coming through now, mate. There you go. You're now a moderator. Oh, L Dog, you found a video of H Money repping. Repping Crip. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. H Money. What can you say about H Money? What can you say about H Money, man? Jesus. I don't know. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Fucking hell. Yeah, Bay Area, man. You're good here, man. But yeah, don't talk shit, man. Yo, Boxing Virus, hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome, Boxing Virus. Hopefully you're keeping good during this lockdown. Mate, I've kind of fucked up the last few days with my exercise, I can't lie. I've done fuck all for like the last 3 days maybe. So I need to get back on that. Need to start hitting the bag, going on runs again. I was doing really well, man, until this weekend. I just fucked up. Jesus. H Money claims that he's a H Money claims that he's a blood, but I found an old rap video of him in blue throwing up a crip hand. Jesus Christ. No worries, Boxing Virus, man. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, hopefully all of you guys are doing well at the minute. It's kind of fucked up right now, you know? We can't really do anything. We've been fucking given permission to go outside more than once a day to exercise. That's as far as we can fucking go here. Crazy shit. Crazy. It's kind of fucking soul destroying. It's fucking terrible. But it is what it is. Yeah, Stephen Lawler, fake money, no money, ho money. I need mo money. Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. Yeah, big up Stephen Lawler. Big up Stephen Lawler. Yeah, you can exercise all day now. Yeah, not only once. To be fair though, Keith, be real, I was kind of doing what I wanted anyway. You know, to a point, obviously, because I can't really do much. But if I wanted to go out twice a day, I would do. And I still will do. But yeah, there's only so much you can do at the minute. Yeah, Ridian. I've had a few runs, worked for heavy bag, just done basic shit, and it's definitely helped me out during this time, no doubt about it. I think I'd be going fucking mad otherwise. I'd be going fucking mad. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ridian. Nobody polices running, just common sense. Yeah, big up Pigeon. Yeah, I know we're all boxing guys, but it's still something to keep us sane in the meantime. 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, UFC on Wednesday, Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's fighting Glover Teixeira. I think Anthony Smith should win that, to be honest. Glover's like 40 years old or something. He's seen better days. I'm sure he's going to be competitive, but Anthony Smith he's just got too much in the tank and he's improving, whereas Glover's on the way down. Glover's going to get beat up in my opinion. I think Glover's getting beat up. Yeah, big up Jim McDonald. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh yeah, Smith's gonna fuck him up, Johnny boy, in my opinion. He's just too young, too fresh. Glover's useless. Glover's okay, man. Well, he was. I've not seen him fight for a long time. I'm a casual in MMA terms. I'm a casual, a filthy casual. So I remember him being good a few years ago, but yeah, he's past it now. Past it. But yeah, I enjoyed this card this weekend. I really did. Great card. Great card. Who's the best inside fighter who's the best inside fighter in the top 20? Do you mean the current top 20? Like actives today? Like the best inside fighters today, I think Josh Taylor, he's certainly up there. I think Prograis is actually a really good inside fighter. Errol Spence, he's a good inside fighter. Beterbiev's pretty good on the inside. Roman Gonzalez, Saul Rungvisai. There's a lot of good inside fighters right now. Tommy Boom Boom Coyle. Tommy Coyle, glass body. Yeah, there's a few good inside fighters right now. Inouye is very good inside. Del, thoughts on Liz McDonald? Absolute sort, Box. An absolute sort. Yeah, Lomachenko's a very good inside fighter, Boxing Virus. Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. Will Deontay be training for the third fight, jogging around in 40-pound suits? No, he can't carry 40 pounds. We've established this, man. Deontay's going to tone it down to 30-pound suits. He should be okay then. Yeah, Ioka, that's a very good shout as well, unrivaled. Ioka's a very good inside fighter. Yep. Kanzu. Yeah, Kanzu versus Josh Warrington. That'd be a sick fight as well. Hopefully that gets made. Warrington himself is no slouch on the inside. Miguel Berchelt, I think he's a very good inside fighter. Hits hard, great uppercuts through the middle, rips the body, crowds you, Berchelt's a good inside fighter as well. I like Berchelt a lot, but he's not really doing anything right now. He avoided Jamel Herring. But Berchelt's a good fighter. BG London, he's saying Jarrell Miller. Yeah, Miller is good on the inside, to be fair. He's pretty good. Jose Ramirez, that's an obvious one. How did I fucking miss that? Elvin Soto, yeah, the Mexican dude, yeah. Yeah, people definitely underestimate Josh Warrington. I think Carl Frampton did. Oh shit, is that a fake L-Dog? I'm not sure which one of them's fake, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure which one is fake, so you guys are going to have to do that work. The mods in the chat. Yeah, ABC, Kanzu and Josh Warrington, they can't really punch, but they throw a shit ton of punches. That's going to be a sick fight. That's going to be a war. That could break CompuBox records, that fight. They fucking throw tons of shots, both of those guys. So that'd be a good fight, man. Real L-Dog, state your political idol, so I know it's you. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But yeah, Kanzu is a decent fighter. I think Josh Warrington beats him, to be honest. But it's a hard fight. It's a hard fight. Yeah, ABC Def, I agree. I think Miguel Berchelt would beat Jamel Herring up. But Berchelt's the one who never wanted that fight. He kind of turned it down. He distanced himself from it. So yeah, I don't know what he's playing at. I really don't know what he's playing at. Canelo versus Golovkin 2 had flashes of great inside game from both fighters. Yeah, Canelo Golovkin 2. I watched that fight the other day. I didn't score it, but I forgot how good that fight was. The controversy from both fights takes away how great that second fight was. That second fight was fucking outstanding. Golovkin Canelo 2. That was a great fight. Great fight. Awesome fight. All you L-Dogs look the same. Yeah, Sean Porter, BG London, he can fight on the inside. He's very good at smothering you while getting his own work off. I know sometimes he smothers himself, but he'll work with like a hand free. He'll get some work done, whereas his opponents really struggle. That's what Andre Ward was good. Andre Ward was a good inside fighter as well. Whether he was dirty or not, he was effective. James Toney, man, he was my favourite inside fighter of all time. Yeah, ABC Def. Yeah, Felix Sturm got fucking robbed by fishnets, no doubt. Johnny Boy, Conor McGregor just called out Gaethje, so I'm guessing that's what we're going to get next. Yeah, Conor versus Gaethje is a good fight. Both guys are strikers. Both guys can crack. They're going to come for it, man. That'd be a sick fight. Somebody's getting knocked out. That's not going to go the distance. Gaethje right now, man, he looked great in that fight. Against Tony Ferguson. He looked great. He boxed well. Worked the legs well with those leg kicks. Great performance. Great performance, man. He just dissected him, man. Great performance. Yeah, ABC Def, I agree. The second fight was an all-time great fight. I hate the controversy that overshadows the brilliance of both. I still had Golovkin winning. Yeah, I can see that, ABC Def. I think it was one of those fights, a point either way. To be fair, the second fight was more of a draw. If the second fight was a draw, I think that would have been the fairest result, to be honest. I think that would have been a fair result in Canelo Golovkin to a draw. Saint Brit Sports, Canelo is the greatest white Mexican fighter of all time. Oh dear. Oh dear. Everyone's coming in here with fake accounts, man. What's going on? Carl, the international superstar Froch, had an inside game. Froch could fight on the inside, but I wouldn't say to like an elite level. I think we saw that in the Andre Ward fight. That, in my opinion, was Ward's best performance. How he backed Froch up. He was hurting Froch to the body, and he actually buzzed Froch a couple of times to the head as well. That's a great performance by Ward. That was my favourite Ward performance. I wasn't the biggest Ward fan, I have to say, but Ward against Froch was he was very good that night. I have to say, he was very good. Yeah, 4-7. Yeah, McGregor's a lot more precise, and he picks his moments a lot better than Gaethje. Gaethje kind of comes forward, he'll take a lot more risks, and against McGregor, of course, a good counter striker, that could be his undoing. But if Gaethje gets past those first couple of rounds against McGregor, he could take McGregor out. In my opinion, he could take him out, because Conor doesn't have the best gas tank, in my opinion. If you put a really hard pace on him, then you never know, man. That's a great fight. It's a fucking great fight. It's a great fight. Okay. Yeah, St. Brit Sports. You're one of Coco the Clown's little minions. Man, it's crazy. They all stemmed from that fucking Durden boxing guy. That fucking weirdo. He's a fucking nonce, man. Straight up. Absolute fucking nonce. The best inside game I've ever seen is the nose of Callie Sauerland doing lines. Yeah, Gaethje would take it late versus McGregor and finish it in 3 or 4 rounds. I could certainly see that. But, McGregor early on is very precise. He's very accurate. He's very dangerous. So that's a hard fight to call, to be honest. That's a really hard fight to call. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out, I can say that. Somebody's getting knocked out. Yeah, you're right, Johnny, man. You're right. Yeah, I'll wrench you, L-Dog. No worries, mate. I'll drop you a wrench. 1 second, man. Fuck's sake. See, I always forget how to do this shit, man. Do you know what I mean? Del, who would you pick between Briedis and Gassiev? To be honest, right now, I'd take Briedis. Prime for prime. I still might take Briedis, to be honest, full stop. 1 second, L-Dog. There you go. Should be coming through right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I know, L-Dog. I know you got a lot of fucking troll accounts out there, man. I see that. Yeah, big up to AA Boxing and Blunts. Yeah, Joe Hughes. One of his arms is shorter than the other. Yeah. Oh dear. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, big up to D. Big up to D in the chat. Yeah, Tony Ferguson gets hit way too much. He took a beating in that fight, man. He might not be the same again. He was fucked up. Both of his eyes were fucked. He was taking concussive shots. How that guy never got laid out cold, I'll never know. He's got a great chin. He's tough as fucking nails, but you can't take those sort of beatings and come back the same fighter. It's gonna take its toll. And he's taken punishment in the past as well in a few fights. So, Tony's going to do very well to come back from that. And it's a shame because he went on like a 12-fight win streak, only to like lose it at the last second. It's kind of it sucks for Tony, but that's MMA for you. That sort of stuff happens all the time. And now Justin Gaethje, he's that dude, man. He's that dude. Yeah, Tony's toughness is not human. That fight was hard to watch. Yeah, he took a beating. That could have been stopped earlier, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't have blamed his corner for pulling him out after like that third round, maybe. Tony had no success apart from that uppercut in the second. He had no success at all. Yeah, exactly, D. That Jarrett Hurd, Brandon Rios style always works until it doesn't, then you're food. Yeah, exactly. I think Jarrett Hurd is a good example. Very effective at one point, but these days it already looks like he's slowing down. Sorry, he's taken punishment in those Lara fights, the Tony Harrison fight, the J Rock fight. He's taken a lot of punishment. So Jarrett Hurd, man, he could be on the way out as well, to be honest. But yeah, a lot of these guys who fight like that, they'll have short shelf lives. You've got to be very tough to keep that up for a long period of time. Most fighters can't do it. Most fighters can't do it. Khabib versus Gaethje next. Who do you think? You've got to make Khabib a favourite just because he's unbeaten. He's dealt with everybody who's been put in front of him. But it's an interesting fight. I actually think it's a more interesting fight than Ferguson. Obviously, Gaethje's a much bigger puncher than Ferguson, but Gaethje's got good takedown defense. I know he was a good wrestler himself. He doesn't show it, but he was a very good wrestler back in the day. So stylistically, I think Gaethje could actually pose some problems for Khabib. That'd be an interesting fight. Plus, I like his leg kicks. His leg kicks are fucking brutal. So I think Gaethje could actually... I think he's got a shot against Khabib. If anybody can beat Khabib right now, maybe it's Gaethje. Just stylistically, But I've got to make Khabib a favourite. I've got to make Khabib a favourite. I can't pick anybody over Khabib right now unless he moves up to welterweight. But at lightweight, I'm making Khabib a favourite over everybody, to be honest. I never got how a lot of people were picking Ferguson to beat Khabib. I never saw Ferguson being that guy. I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but yeah, it's just hard to see Khabib losing. Yeah, exactly, D. I think probably that's going to happen. Khabib's going to grind him down and ragdoll him. Yeah, Gaethje's going to be live early on. He could have a few moments. But after a while, Khabib's going to get hold of him, take him down, and that's going to be it. Khabib's like watching a boa constrictor, slowly overwhelm its prey. That's what it's like. They'll start with a lot of fight, then round after round after round, they're getting smothered, they're getting swarmed, and their energy depletes. Then they get submitted or they give up. Crazy, man. He's good to watch, though. He's good to watch. Yeah, Brook Khan's a shit fight. Yeah, 100%. I've got no interest in Brook and Khan right now. They can go and fuck themselves. They've led the fans on for far too long. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'll stream it, don't get me wrong. I'll stream it, but I ain't gonna fucking pay for that shit. Amir Khan, that's a retirement fight. They can go and fuck themselves. Yeah, if Gaethje uses angles, stays on his feet, he can put some serious damage on Khabib. Yeah, bro, Gaethje can punch. He can punch. No doubt. No doubt, man. And he's certainly improved as well. Since those couple of losses, he's definitely improved. Yeah, Gaethje needs to stay on his feet to avoid getting sexually assaulted if they fight. 100%. 100%. Yeah, Khabib, man, that guy just fucking mauls you. Crazy, man. Yeah, Dustin Poirier, yeah, he was broken mentally very early on in their fight. The thing that kind of I go back to in that fight, I think it was after the second round. Dustin Poirier goes back to his corner and he goes to his trainer. I just can't get this fucker off me, and that was really the writing on the wall. That's when you knew Poirier couldn't win that fight after that second round. He caught Khabib with one good shot, and he kind of buzzed him, but that was really it. That was really it. Yeah, if Brooke Khan was on an undercard like Joshua Fury, that'd be great, but it's not going to happen. They're going to put it on a standalone pay-per-view. Eddie Hearn, man, is going to want to fucking get that on pay-per-view. Some idiots will buy it, but I'm not going to buy that fight. I'm not going to buy that fight. Brooke and Khan years ago was a great fight when Brooke was a champion. That was a great fight then. But now, no, it's a retirement fight. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything at all. Brooke versus Khan is like that chick you went to high school with who was smoking hot. Back then, she kind of brushed you aside. 10 years later, you meet her again. She's turned into an ugly pig, but now she's interested. That's what Brooke Khan is. It's trash. It's past its sell-by date. No way. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Khabib's the greatest professional dry humper of all time. Oh dear. Yeah. I wouldn't want to watch all of his fights, put it that way, Johnny. I wouldn't want to watch all of his fights. Like his fight with Quinta, that fucking sucked. That fight. That sucked, man. Yeah, ABC, yeah. Yeah. He tried that guillotine. Yeah, he tried the guillotine just out of desperation. Then he got fucked himself a minute later. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Brooke versus Khan streamed on Skype. Yeah. Cal Brook, the fucking Tenerife machete victim, versus Khan, the Skype wanker. Yeah. Dear. Yeah, Khabib's like MMA's Andre Ward. Just not for me, man. Not for me. I enjoyed his last two fights. I enjoyed the Poirier fight just because it was so one-sided and it was so dominant. I enjoyed that fight, and I enjoyed the McGregor fight. I enjoyed those two fights, but like the other fights I've seen, yeah, not all that interesting. Not all that interesting. Jim McDonald, Peter Fury said Mick Hennessy is going to be the first UK show back on Channel 5. Interesting. Big up to Mick Hennessy if he gets that done. Big up. Am I the only one who enjoys wrestling and grappling in MMA? I mean, it's called MMA for a reason. Bryce Mitchell was the perfect example. I don't mind it, ABC Def, if it's like mixed with ground and pound and things like that, and like really nice submissions. I like wrestling then when it's like super aggressive, but I don't like it when they just lay on top of you and like mount you and don't do anything. That's what I don't like, personally. That's what I don't like. Yeah, big up to Subash Kunwar. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing well. L-Dog found the funny side of that one. Getting wrestled to the floor in public is the most embarrassing way to lose a fight. Yeah, 100%. To be honest, though, if somebody wrestled me to the ground in a fight, I wouldn't feel like I lost a fight. To me, that's not a fight. If I get fucking laid out and fucking knocked out, I've lost a fight. Do you know what I mean? If I get my fucking face broke up, I've lost a fight. But yeah, man. It's not really a. If I wrestled somebody to the ground and say I won a fight, I wouldn't be all that proud of it, to be honest. Whereas if I knock someone out cold, yeah, I'm proud of that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not my scene, to be honest. It's not my scene. Copendo 9, big up to Copendo 9. The next 3 to 4 years of British boxing, AJ aside, looks poor to me. The 2016 Olympians have disappointed, and they don't look to be any stars coming through apart from Dubois. Yeah, I agree, Copendo 9. They say the next cycle of Olympic boxers, 2021, they reckon there's some good talent there, but we'll see. We'll see. The only Olympian I like from the UK in 2016, sorry, is Joshua Buatsi. He looks solid. But apart from that, nah, man. Nah. Yeah, 100% Johnny. There's also that context to it as well. It's just not. Yeah, it's not. It's not for me, man. Copendo 9. He's not convinced the next Olympians will solve anything. I like Pat McCormack. He looks pretty good. He looks solid. Fraser Clark. He could do something at heavyweight. There's a few out there, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the McCormack brothers. Yeah, they're both very good. Both very good. Hrgovic doesn't want any smoke with Peter Milas. Yeah, Hrgovic needs to get a move on, man. They're talking about Jerry Forrest next. I mean, come on now. Forrest fucking Gump. Come on, Hrgovic. Come on, Hrgovic. Yeah, Benjamin Whittaker. Yeah, I saw Benjamin Whittaker fight in the World Amateur Championships. I think it was Whittaker. He looked okay to me. He looked solid. His style actually looks more like a pro style than an amateur style. So maybe Whittaker could do something. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Johnny. If you've got your man on the ground and you're fucking pounding him with elbows or fucking ground and pound, I like that shit. That's cool. If you're busting someone up, I'll watch it. But if you're just fucking laying on somebody doing fuck all, I'm not interested, man. I'm not interested. Not interested at all. I want to see guys get fucking carved open. Yeah, Peter McGrail. Yep. Yeah, L-Dog, I agree. Hrgovic's career needs to be pushed. Put him up against Michael Hunter and then Dillian Whyte. That's ambitious. If they did that, I'll be super fucking impressed. It's not going to happen, though. It's not going to happen. I don't want no cauliflower ear dude getting back control in the nightclub. Yeah, exactly, man. Fucking hell. There's no wrestling culture in the UK at all. Like, there's no wrestling classes or anything like that. There's Muay Thai, there's kickboxing, there's stuff like that, but there's not really any wrestling culture in the UK. Oh dear, these trolls are out in force, man. Funny. Yeah, Adamek was planning on fighting in the Olympics. That's crazy. Adamek's old enough to be my fucking dad. So, yeah, Adamek needs to sit down. He's old as fuck. If Hrgovic beats White, I'll be a fan of Hrgovic. Subhash Kunwar. Yeah, that'd be a great win. If Hrgovic could beat Dillian Whyte, that'd be a great win. But that'd be a massive step up. To be fair, I don't mind Dillian Whyte though. I've got time for Dillian Whyte. He fights people. He's fun to watch. Nice left hook. He's got power. He's aggressive. I like Dillian Whyte, to be honest. What do you think is going to be a good step-up fight for Efe Ajagba? Maybe Gerald Washington. I think that'd be a good fight. Gerald Washington's up there. That'd be a solid test. Who else? Dominic Brazil would be a good fight for Efe Ajagba. Those sort of guys. Yeah, Fraser Clark's pushing 30. Yeah, that's the only thing. He would need to be rushed, no doubt. Jalalov went back to the Olympics and sparked that American kid out. People were not happy. Yeah, I remember that. He knocked him out cold, man. That's brutal. Brutal knockout. Shavon Clark is coming through at heavyweight. Yep. Helenius versus Ajagba. That's a decent fight, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, these trolls are out tonight, boys. Yeah, Dragon Leg, yeah. Ajagba needs work. I think the last two fights have highlighted that. The Demarezen fight and the Kaladze fight needs to work on his defense a bit. You know, he's kind of a little bit robotic, a little bit predictable. Needs to add a few subtleties to his game, you know. But he's powerful. He hits hard, and he's still fairly young. I think he's like 25. So he's got time. He's got the power. He's got a nice jab. I wouldn't rule out Efe Ajagba, not right now anyway. But he's certainly got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of work to do. Yeah, we've got El Jefe in the building. He's a funny dude, man. He's a funny dude. 4-7, Dave Allen beats Ajagba. Jesus. Yo, imagine, I'd watch that fight. Dave Allen's getting brain damage, but I'll watch it. Wilder's probably done more juice than Povetkin. All of these guys are on juice, in my opinion, box. All of them. All of these guys. El Dog, he says, I like El Jefe, but I think it's a fake account. Ah, is it? Ah, dear. I thought we got the real El Jefe in here, man. Ah, dear. How disappointing. Yeah, Dave Allen would struggle with Sokolovsky. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, Beterbiev, yeah, Johnny boy. Beterbiev would fuck up Zerdo right now. Zerdo's too busy fucking wearing those fancy cowboy hats and looking like a faggot right now. He's doing absolutely nothing. Zerdo's a good fighter, but he's not fought anybody in a minute. So we'll see what happens. I used to rate Zerdo. I thought he was a good boxer, but it's hard for me to rate you when you don't fucking do anything. Do you know what I mean? But he's a nice boxer. Southpaw. He's about 6'3", good straight punches, nice jab. I was high on him for a long time, but yeah, we need to see him fight again. I thought he looked quite good in his light heavyweight debut against Tommy Karpency. He looked nice and powerful. I think he'll give guys problems at light heavyweight. I think he'll give guys problems. I don't think he's going to get washed by anybody, maybe Beterbiev being the exception. But apart from that, I think he's going to be competitive. Yeah, exactly, Zerdo. Yeah, I forgot Zerdo. Yeah, 4-7, sorry. I forgot Zerdo existed as well. Oh, yeah, Johnny boy. If we get Povetkin White in July, I'll be so excited. I'll be so glad. The government over here have actually said that we can host sporting events behind closed doors. So that could happen. Eddie Hearn's been talking about putting that fight on behind closed doors. So maybe Povetkin White in July could happen. Maybe. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. El Jefe's a funny dude, man. I've got to say. I'll give him that credit. He's a funny dude. Jermell Charlo versus Jason Mazzario unification. What's your prediction if that fight happens? That's from Boxing Virus. To be honest with you, I've not seen enough of Jason Mazzario. He performed very well against Julian Williams, but was that a flash in the pan? Was that like a one-off? Who knows? Right now, I'd take Jermell Charlo, to be honest. He's shown me more. I would take Jermell Charlo. Plus, you've got to consider Team Rosario don't want that fight right now. Jermell Charlo does. Is there a reason for that? Are they not confident? I'm taking Jermell Charlo right now, to be honest. Yeah, Johnny boy, I'll take that fight with no crowd at all. Dillian White versus Povetkin. I'll take that fight. It's a very good fight. And also, yeah, with no crowd, it's an interesting dynamic as well because you hear every single punch land. You can hear the corner's instructions. It makes it more interesting in a way with no crowd. El Jefe. Beterbiev versus Benavidez, Blue. Listen, I'm high on Benavidez. I think that guy beats everybody at 168. I think he beats Callum Smith. I think he beats Billy Joe. I think he beats Caleb Plant. But light heavyweight's a different ball game. I would take Beterbiev over Benavidez right now. I think Benavidez can grow into being a nice light heavyweight, a good light heavyweight, but we've got to see it. We've got to see it. Which American boxer currently excites you the most? Mine is Jaron Ennis. Copindo 9, that's from. I like Jaron Ennis myself. I think he's a very good prospect. But my favourite prospect in the US, if you want to call him US, is Virgil Ortiz. I think he's a very good prospect. Boxer, puncher, nice straight punches. He's aggressive, very good talent, really good talent. Love his style. He's Golden Boy's best prospect by far. They're talking about Ryan Garcia, but for me, Virgil Ortiz is that dude. I think he's going to cause a lot of problems real soon. He's going to cause a lot of problems. ABC Def, he thinks Dillian beats Povetkin by knockout as well. Yeah, I could see that. Povetkin's getting on, man. He's getting old. 41 years old. I think Povetkin's got 4 good rounds in him in that fight where he's going to be dangerous. After that, he'll start fading. Dillian's going to go to that body and probably stop him late on. 4-7. Eddie Hearn created coronavirus so that people would be desperate for fights and pay pay-per-view for Dillian White. Oh, shit. El Jefe, he says blue. Virgil Ortiz versus Ugas. Good fight. Ugas is more experienced, but I'm very high on Virgil Ortiz. I think Virgil Ortiz would get it done. It'd be a great step-up fight, though. If Virgil Ortiz fought Ugas next, that'd be a great step-up. That'd be a great step-up. But yeah, I would take Virgil Ortiz. I rate him highly. I think he's a very good fighter. Damn, Box, he thinks John Ryder beats Benavidez. I like John Ryder. I thought he beat Callum Smith, but I think Benavidez could be too active for John Ryder. Callum Smith, he throws like one punch at a time. Like he'll throw a left hook, a jab, a straight right. It's all kind of single shots or like two-shot combos and not very active. Whereas Benavidez is always throwing shots. I could see Benavidez overwhelming John Ryder, to be honest. Yo, big up to Adam Scott in the building. Hopefully you're doing well, Adam. Hopefully you're doing well. He says, Evening Dell, looks like Wilder Fury 3 is off. Really? I saw Bob Arum talking about that shit. I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. I want to see Fury Joshua. That's a fight I want to see. Undisputed champion. That's what we want, man. That's what we want. Fuck all these filler fights in between. Let's get the undisputed fight. Box says John Ryder's going to Ronald Gavril Benavidez. Yeah, Benavidez, he didn't look good against Gavril, but that was a long time ago now. I think Benavidez has a lot of talent. I think he's got a lot of raw potential. He's still got a long way to go, but I like his hand speed. I like his combinations. He's got nice power. His jab is pretty good. Yeah, he puts on good pressure. I think he's going to break a lot of guys at 168. I really think he's going to beat Caleb Plant. I really do. I really do. Oh, yeah, Ugas MB is definitely the most underrated welterweight right now. I like Sean Porter a lot, but I felt Ugas beat Sean Porter, to be honest. I think Ugas beat Sean Porter. Just about. It was a close fight. Close fight, but I felt Ugas won. Yeah, that's a good fight, El Jefe. John Ryder versus Danny Jacobs. I'd definitely watch that. The 168. I'd probably take Danny Jacobs, to be honest, on points. But it's a good fight. It's a good fight. Adam Scott, he says the Rivas win was underrated for White. That was at least as hard as fighting Povetkin, if not more. Yeah, Rivas he had a point to prove. He was on the come up. He was looking for that big opportunity. He finally got it against Dillian White, and yeah, he really fought a hard fight, man. He dropped Dillian White. He gave Dillian problems. Yeah, that was a good win. That was a solid win. Good solid win for Dillian White. Joshua versus BP Smith. Can Smith do him in? Fucking hell. Mate, get fucking Paul Smith in there with Joshua. Paul Smith's like a heavyweight now. Jesus. Dear. Fucking hell. Yeah, Adam Scott. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. Yeah, the lockdown's been shite, but it is what it is. What else can you do, man? You just got to fucking keep on pushing through it. Yeah. El Jefe says to Box, come on, Benavides was barely 20. Yeah, Benavides was very young when he struggled against Gavril. And I think he's probably got better since then. But we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. I'm high on Benavides, but I could be wrong. Ultimately, he needs to prove it. He needs to prove it against one of these guys. I think Caleb Plant is the perfect fight for him. I really do. I think that's the perfect fight. And I don't think there's anything to worry about with Caleb Plant. I really don't. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe Caleb Plant outboxes him. I don't see it. But we need to see it. Yeah, 4-7. He says Plant is too quick and too athletic and the better boxer, in his opinion. I would say Plant is a better technical boxer, but he's got to keep Benavides off of him for 12 rounds. Benavides, he's the bigger, stronger man. He's got good stamina. He's got good power. He throws a lot of punches per round. I think Benavides would catch up to Caleb Plant late on and get a late stoppage. I could see it playing out similar to Cotto Margarito, where you know how Cotto won the early rounds against Margarito? He outboxed Margarito early on, but the constant pressure eventually got to Cotto, and Cotto got stopped. I could see something similar happening to Caleb Plant, where he outboxes Benavides early on, but the size, the pressure, the volume of punches eventually gets to Caleb Plant and he gets knocked out. That's how I see that fight playing out. Late stoppage for Benavides. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Yo, big up to Levi Khan. Big up to Levi Khan. There he is, Levi Khan. Hopefully doing well, man. Box, he says Mexico boxing's overrated. I like Mexican boxing, to be fair. The only fighter that I'm not really into is Canelo. But apart from that, Cuadras. Estrada. Estrada's one of my favourite fighters, to be fair, right now. I like Estrada a lot. One of the best fighters in boxing. One of the best fighters to watch, no doubt. But yeah. Box is going in on Mexico right now. Oh, dear. Plant looks like he's got a great chin. Yeah, he took some big shots against Uskatigi, to be fair. He took some big shots. Yes, I know Apology, man. I know Apology's a fan of Benavides as well. I like Benavides. I just like his style, man. He comes to fight. He'll come to walk you down and beat you up. That's what I like. Listen, I love technical side of boxing. I like the technical aspect. But at the end of the day, I also watch boxing for violence. I want to see some dude get beat up. And that's how Benavides fights. Do you know what I mean? I want to see someone get fucked up as well. Yo, thank you, Johnny, man. Peace out, Johnny. Check out Johnny's channel. Boys in the chat. El Jefe, he's not having it. He's having Mexico over UK. Yeah, we've got the heavyweights, man. We got the heavyweights right now. What are you saying? Oh, dear. Some say Mexican fighters are going the same way as American fighters with a lack of discipline. Yeah, with the chains and shit, but not fighting anyone. I'm not sure. There are Mexican fighters out there doing some good stuff, like Estrada. Estrada's doing some great things right now. Canelo himself, I'm not the biggest fan of Canelo due to like politics, but the guy fights people. Mexican boxing there right now, it's doing okay. It's doing okay. It's been stronger. Don't get me wrong. Like the days of Morales, Barrera, Marquez. The days back then were stronger. No, don't get me wrong. But Mexican boxing right now is doing fine. It's doing fine. Chisora Usek, yeah. Levi Khan, what are you saying? Chisora Usyk, is that just a payday for Chisora, or can he beat Usyk? Listen, I'm sure Chisora is going to go in there with the mentality of winning that fight, but I think Usyk beats him. To be honest, I think he outpoints Chisora. He'll outbox him. Chisora might give Usyk a few rocky moments here and there, but I'm taking Usyk, to be honest. But it's a good test. It's a good test for Usyk at heavyweight. You know, Chaz Witherspoon told us nothing. Chisora will ask a few questions of Usyk at heavyweight. So I like the fight, but I think Usyk wins that one, to be honest. Bay Area, they are both English, my good sir. Both English. Yeah, German boxing, Copindo 09 needs to make a comeback. It's been dead for a while, yeah. Like, since Arthur Abraham, Felix Sturm, since these guys retired, it's gone downhill. You know, Marco Huck as well. He's not the fighter he once was. Yeah, German boxing right now is fucked. It's fucked right now. German boxing at one point always had some good fighters, some good champions, but there's nobody right now. Nobody at all. 1 second, Johnny, mate. I'll check it. I got you, Johnny. I got you. Cheers, brother. Hang on, I've fucking totally lost where I was now. Shit. Yeah, Saunders versus Jacobs, Levi Khan. I'll take Billy Joe as well. I'm not sure, actually, you know. Like, Billy Joe Saunders looked terrible in his last fight. Danny Jacobs against Chavez Jr. I didn't think Danny Jacobs looked all that good either. So that's a hard one to call, to be honest. It's a hard one to call. So I'm not sure about that fight, to be honest. Saunders and Jacobs. At their best, I'll probably take Saunders to outbox him, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Billy Joe versus Jacobs. Yeah, that's a great fight. BG London, no doubt. No doubt about it. Hook of the flightless bird is a sea level fighter. Oh, shit. Fucking hell. Yeah, dragon leg. I see Benavidez doing the job as well. I think I'm well far behind, you know. Shit, I think I'm well far behind. 1 second, boys. Yeah, I've totally lost where I was. I think StreamYard is further behind on the actual stream. I'm not sure, but it is what it is. Levi Khan, we was talking about Gilberto earlier. Will Gilberto Ramirez ever fight again for ESPN? Doubtful. He needs to buy out and go to the DAZN. Yeah, Ramirez right now he's having trouble with Top Rank. He's having trouble with Top Rank. So fuck knows what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Ramirez is on the shelf for a long time, like Mikey Garcia was, to be honest. You might see 2 years where he doesn't fight. But, you know, that's the position he's in. Yo, big up to P Boxing. Shout out to P Boxing. Check out his channel. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, that's Beterbiev. I've not changed my icon for a long while, you know. It's usually either Beterbiev or James Toney, P Boxing, one of those two. James Toney, my favourite fighter of all time, historically. And Beterbiev's my favourite fighter right now, currently. So, yeah, it's either going to be one of those two. James Toney or Beterbiev. Yo, big up to St. Brit Sports in the chat. Hopefully that's the real St. Brit. Big up to you, sir. Big up to you. Every fucking man and his dog's got a fucking fake account though these days. Everyone's getting impersonated, so I've got no fucking idea who's who. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Crazy shit. Yes, Levi Khan. Yes, 100%. James Toney, he's my favourite fighter. Just love his style. James Toney's that guy, yeah. He's that fighter who makes boxing look so fucking easy. He makes it look like effortless kind of thing. He just makes it look so easy. Prime James Toney, like against Iran Barkley, that was a beautiful performance. One-sided domination. Excellent. Great shit, man. Great shit. Great shit. BG London, who's Billy Joe Saunders' best opponent? Andy Lee. Yeah, Billy Joe's best wins are a tie between Andy Lee, Chris Eubank Jr., David Lemieux, and John Ryder. They're his 4 best wins, to be honest. You can put those in any order, to be honest. Maybe Lemieux's number 1, maybe Andy Lee's number 1. I'm not sure. Shit, where's Mark's comment? See, I'm fucking all over the gaff, brother. I'm all over the fucking shop. Tunde Ajayi is such a positive guy. He's the type of man who would test positive for AIDS and spin it around as I've had a lot of slags with a grin on his face. He is that type of guy. You know, every cloud has a silver lining. Yeah, he's funny, man. He's funny. I heard a few rumors about Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yard. I'm not sure whether they're true though. But the rumors were that Anthony Yard wanted to get away from Tunde, and basically Tunde, he didn't want Anthony Yard to fight. Tunde didn't want Anthony Yard to fight Lyndon Arthur in his comeback fight, but Anthony Yard wanted that fight. He forced it through, and yeah, apparently Anthony Yard's been trying to get away from Tunde. How true that is, I don't know, to be honest. But who knows? Who knows? I think Anthony Yard wants to be let off a leash now. You know, I like that. I like the fight against Lyndon Arthur for Anthony Yard. I think that's a good fight. Yeah, BG London, I agree. I've got Canelo stopping Billy Joe. I think Canelo's going to find that body and slowly chop him down round after round. And yeah, probably a late stoppage for Canelo. Yeah, big up to B Space in the building. Hopefully you're doing well. Big up to B Space. Piston jab Liston, Tunde Ajayi for president. Oh dear. You got to like a bit of Tunde. You got to like a bit of Tunde. Oh dear. Yeah, St. Brit Sports. A lot of these dudes are crazy, man. Crazy. I know it's fucking lockdown, but still, get out more, man. Jesus. Crazy shit. I like P-boxing. I like Hrgovic now. Sorry, I like Hrgovic now too because he liked my comment on Instagram. Yeah, Hrgovic is a good prospect. He's a solid prospect. Good boxer. Unrivaled boxing talk and news. I reckon Dave Allen would beat Francis Ngannou in a 10-rounder. I would watch it, you know. I'd watch that shit. I think we should get Dave Allen versus Francis in a 10-rounder, but Francis gets to wear UFC gloves. That'd be fucking hilarious. I'd watch that shit. Yeah, St. Brits. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. I know right now it's hard to get pussy. Don't get me wrong. But if there's a will, there's a way. Right? If there's a will, there's a way. Yep, Levi Khan, Joseph Parker versus Lucas Brown. Shit fight. Does Dave get UFC gloves? No. Dave gets fucking KFC bags for gloves. Like he gets to wear a KFC bag on each hand for gloves. That's what he gets to wear. Scott Brown, yeah, Ngannou with Allen in a cage, yeah. Allen would get fucking killed. Allen would get killed. Exactly, L Dog. Yeah, Parker's fighting guys who got knocked out by Dave Allen. Joseph Parker, man, his career's going nowhere right now. Good fighter, good dude, but he needs to step up, man. He's had his comeback fights against sea-level dudes. Now he needs to fight somebody. Fight somebody, man. Christ. Fight somebody. No, unrivaled, mate. If you need to put what you need to do for Dave Allen to win that fight, you need to put like a fucking betting slip on Francis's head. And then yeah, Dave might win. But yeah, Dave's getting knocked out, man. Dave's getting knocked out by Francis. Has there ever been a more shit heavyweight champion than Lucas Brown in recent memory? No. Charles Martin was better than Lucas Brown. I don't give a fuck. Charles Martin was better. Yeah, Ngannou's got lights out power, ABC Def. He's got lights out power. He's good to watch. No doubt. Yeah, apology. I've said that for a long time. Parker's a good, talented fighter. He's got ability, but he's got no passion. He's got no mean streak. It's almost like if you met that guy, you would never guess that guy's a fighter. He doesn't seem about it, to be honest. He doesn't seem about it. Yeah, he did, L Dog. Yeah, Miocic. He completely nullified Ngannou. He wrestled him. He took him down. He gassed him out. That was a great performance, no doubt. But that's no disgrace though. Miocic is a great fighter. He's a great fighter. Yeah, I agree. B Space as well. Yeah, apologies. Right. Parker stunk up the joint against Joshua. He never really wanted to really push the issue. Hang on, what did Unrivaled say? Prime for prime, Brown versus Stavern. I'm taking Stavern, to be honest. The Stavern who beat Areola in that second fight, and even the first fight, I'm taking Stavern to beat Lucas Brown. I think he'll knock him out, to be honest. Oh, Liakovic, yeah, that's a good shout, Scott Brown. Liakovic was pretty bad. Yeah, Liakovic wasn't great at all. He ended up getting knocked out by a shot Shannon Briggs in the 12th round. Yeah, but he wasn't good at all. Yeah, exactly. Levi, yeah, 100%. Yeah, Parker's going to send Lucas Brown out on a stretcher if he lands. He will land, and he'll land early. Lucas Brown's getting knocked out, man. He's getting knocked out cold. I heard Copendo 9. I heard a little while ago, like maybe 6 months ago. I heard Nicholas Walters was looking at a comeback, but I've heard nothing since. So I doubt we're gonna see this guy again. To be honest, I doubt we're gonna see this dude again. I doubt it. Yeah, apology. Yeah, the Joshua fight, the referee was bad, but to be honest, even if a referee allowed like inside fighting and things like that, I don't think Joseph Parker's about it. To be honest, I don't think he's about it. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think he's about it. Yeah, I think that was like ABC Def. I think that was the best fight we missed out on during the lockdown. Casemiro versus Inoue. Because that was like a pound for pound level fight. Unification fight between two multi-weight champions. Would have been a great fight, but it's a shame. It's a shame. We have got Marius Vac versus Kevin Johnson to look forward to, though. Kevin Kingpin Johnson versus Marius Wack. What a great fight that is. Absolutely stupendous. Outstanding. World class. What do you want to say, man? That's going to be like the Rumble in the Jungle. It's going to be historic. The Polish lummox who can't shift his own body weight versus Kevin Safety Pin Johnson, who throws one jab every 4 rounds. Amazing fight. Amazing fight. I might actually do a fucking prediction just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. Palm burner. Yes, Ring Vasai versus Inoue. That'd be violent, man. I think Inoue gets him out of there, to be honest. But it's going to be a sick fight. AA Boxing and Blunts, he says, can everybody stop picking on Brown? He's going to come back and shock us all. Man, Lucas Brown, he needs to put another shrimp on the barbie and he needs to sit down. He's done. He's done. I like Lucas Brown. He's a cool dude, but he's got no business in there with Joseph Parker. None at all. None at all. Bro, he's got no business at all in there with Joseph. Bay Area, he's saying Jose Ramirez is going to break Josh Taylor's jaw. I don't see that, Bay Area. If you can't break Zepida's jaw and you're struggling in that fight, I find it hard to believe he's going to do that to Josh Taylor. I think he gives him a hard fight, but Josh Taylor is clearly a more talented fighter, to be honest. He's clearly a more talented fighter. Delon's question, this is from Unrivaled. Can Inoue go from here and be a 5-weight world champion? Who would you pick if he fought at 122 versus any of the 3 champions and then 126? Very good question. At 122, I would signal out Ray Vargas. I think he's a very weak champion. I think he's beatable. I know he's a lot taller. He's a lot rangier. But I would take Inoue to beat Ray Vargas, to be honest. That's the fight I would make at 122. At 126... At 126, maybe Warrington, to be honest. Maybe Warrington. ABC Def, Zepeda is a great fighter, though, Del. He has a chance, but I think Josh would win. Yeah, Zepeda's decent, ABC Def, but I don't think he's like a top 5 fighter in that division. I don't think he's top 5. Maybe just about in the top 10. Yo, big up to Stuart Little, man. Yeah, nice to see you here, man. Nice to see you here. I'll tell you what, Stuart, if you're about, later in the week I'll stream again. I'll have a few people on. So if you're about, mate, just shout and I'll invite you on, mate. Yeah, big up to Stu, man. Big up to Stu. He's flexing, man. I saw him on the BDA the other day. Yeah, big up to Stu. Yeah, Nick Webb, mate. Levi Khan. Nick Webb would probably knock out Lucas Brown these days. Lucas Brown is done, mate. Lucas Brown is shot to bits. He's fucking done. I mean, when you're getting knocked out by Dave Allen and then Joseph Parker fights him, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. No worries, Stu, mate. No worries at all. Yeah, Johnny Boy, do you know what? I think I like Carl Frampton, but I think the end for him is near, to be honest. I think Carl Frampton has seen better days. I think Jamel Herring could be too big as well, to be honest. I think he could be a bit too big. A bit too long, He's kind of awkward. He can move. He's taller. He's longer. Yeah, Frampton, I think he's seen better days. I think he's on the way out. He was terrible against Josh Warrington. He got beat up in that fight. He got beat up. And I wonder about Frampton's punch resistance as well, because if you go back and watch that Warrington fight, he was actually getting buzzed by Warrington, to be honest. He was getting buzzed. And when this guy gets hit by a proper super featherweight, I'm not sure how he's going to take it. I think he's past it. I really do. ABC Def did ABC Def did Big Daddy even land a punch from Dillian White? No, he was punching air. Fucking Lucas Brown made Dillian White look like Riddick Bowe, Mike Tyson, and fucking Larry Holmes combined. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Awful. Fucking awful. How Lucas Brown versus Joseph Parker even gets sanctioned is beyond me. That's a fucking shit fight. Absolutely terrible. Terrible, man. Jesus, man. Yeah, Nick Webb, he won that Ultimate Boxer, BG London, yeah. I'll tell you what, Nick Webb, I guarantee you he'd probably knock out Lucas Brown. That's how bad Lucas Brown is now. Fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. Man. Anyway, lads, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. Kind of got an early start in the morning, but thank you guys for joining. If you could smash the like on the way out, be much appreciated. Big up to Stu Little as well for the super chat. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Just a quick one, really, just talking some shit. But yeah, we'll probably do another stream in the week. Get a few people on, talk some shit. So peace, boys. Peace.